Hi, it's Lorna Rasmussen speaking to you from Costa Rica. I want to wish you a happy holiday season, but more importantly, I want to hope for you just the best new year. Going into 2020, a new decade, I want to give you some information that literally changed my life. And I want to explain to you some of the factors in it and how it affected me and how it can affect you and your life going forward. It's the Paul J. Meyer Personal Success Plan. He calls it his $1,000,000 success plan, and it did that for me. The first thing to do, Paul says, is to crystallize your thinking. Determine what specific goal you want to achieve, and then dedicate yourself to the attainment of that goal. This is so important that you jump in and just start doing it. At some point, you have to think about things and analyze things. But once you've decided on that goal, you just have to go for it. As Paul says, with the trenchant zeal of a crusader. I know that's what happened for me. I jumped into a business at the beginning of December 22 years ago. And when I did that, I didn't have the money to start. I literally took all the money I had on a credit card. I had no money for grocery, no money for a mortgage, and more importantly, no money to give my son, who was 7 and believed in Santa Claus, any kind of a Christmas. But I thought to myself, I believe in myself, and I believe that this is going to work. And I just went for it. And by the end of the month, I not only had paid my mortgage, paid for groceries, but I had started a new career that took me to places I never even imagined. Because I took that step, I crystallized my thinking. Number 2 is develop a plan for achieving your goal and a deadline for its attainment. Plan your progress carefully, and you really are planning it hour by hour, day by day, month by month. Organized activity, maintained enthusiasm are the wellspring of your power. In other words, having a goal is not sufficient. You have to have a plan for how you can attain that goal. And as you have worked that out in advance, and this is a great time of the year to do that, you can break it into smaller and smaller pieces so that it really feels doable. So you start every day, you look at your goal, and you pick something that you can work on, and you're constantly moving towards the attainment of that goal. 3 is develop a sincere desire for the things you want in life. So often people will say they want something when in fact they don't really want it. And yet burning desire is the greatest motivator for every human action. The desire for success implants success consciousness, which in turn creates a vigorous and ever-increasing habit of success. That's essentially what we're doing, is we're developing habits of success because it's something that we really want. I wanted that Christmas for my son. I wanted it desperately. So I was willing to do things that I might not have been willing to do if it was, it would be nice if it happened, but no, I don't think that it's really that important. So find those things and then develop the desire for those things. 4th is develop supreme confidence in yourself and your own abilities. Well, boy, that did not seem like something I could do when I first started on my journey, my success journey. I had no confidence in myself. I had no sense that I could do anything to really accomplish the things I wanted to accomplish. But if you enter every activity without giving mental recognition to the possibility of defeat, do you understand that? You are in control. You're the one who decides. You go into that activity without giving mental recognition to the possibility of defeat. So you're concentrating on your strengths instead of your weaknesses, on your powers instead of your problems. And that's what gives you confidence. Had I understood this 20, 30 years earlier, I can't imagine what I might have accomplished. And then the final one is really kind of an interesting one, because something that happens to us, and it happens to a lot of us, happens to us frequently, is that we let others tell us what to do. And in fact, Paul tells the story of how a lot of people were trying to convince him that he really wasn't cut out to do the things he wanted to do. So he said you have to develop a dogged determination to follow through on your plan, regardless of the obstacles, criticism, or circumstances, or what other people say, think, or do. So what you're doing is you're constructing your determination with sustained effort, controlled attention, and concentrated energy. Opportunities never come to those who wait. They're captured by those who attack. So go out there and just be determined to achieve the thing that you want. There's lots of tools out there that you can get. Affirmations is a very important one that helped me tremendously. When I started in my business that did become a multi-million-dollar business, when I started, I did not have the courage. I did not have the confidence. I built that. So I know when Paul says, go ahead and build it, that's something that you can do. So this is such an important document, and I really appreciate the fact that you stayed with me on this slightly longer video. And what I've done is I've posted below how you can get this a copy of that $1 Million Success Plan. I'm happy to send it to you if you give us the information on where to send it to you. And what I encourage you to do is join me in the weeks coming up, because we're going to start doing some really exciting things with information that most of which I got originally from Paul, that will help you, I believe, in building your business, in building your life, and going on a journey of success that will give you a life that you truly enjoy. Thanks so much, and Happy New Year. Happy decade.